does it mean to you to get this series done in 5?
Well, first off, it feels great. I mean, a playoff series win is nothing to take lightly. And Denver, although they were shorthanded, missing Porter and Jamal, they're still a very good team with an MVP. And we will celebrate this tonight and enjoy a series advancement because, like I said, this league's incredibly hard to win.
If you didn't have the box score in front of you, would you have guessed you led the team in rebounds?
I wish I really had 10. 15 and 10 sounds so much better. But hey, that's Mike Brown challenged me to get in there, and I'll continue to do that.
Klay, how would you describe your team's over here? How would you describe your team's defense in the fourth quarter?
It was great. I think we made it really difficult on them on the perimeter, and I mean, DeMarcus was incredible for them tonight. He's still a load on the block and hitting threes. He was a huge factor for them in 16 minutes too. So that was tough to handle him and Jokic. But I thought we did a great job, and we really buckled down when it mattered most.
Klay, Gary does so much for you guys defensively, but how much did that help to see him hit some big shots?
So happy for Gary. That was such a so many big shots from the corner, from the wing, at the rim. He showed everything in his bag tonight. He is such a great athlete, and that was a huge. I mean, in the playoffs, you need guys to step up, and it was Gary's night, and we're all so grateful for his performance.
I think there was a while you guys were in zone and you ended up on Jokic a couple times. Did you know that might happen, and what was that like? Having hit that body leaning on you.
Yeah, he's a really big man, nimble feet too. So it was fun. I love to challenge myself, and it was a box and one, and I just tried to shout at him all over the court, not let him get any good looks, and I thought I did a good job.
What was your response when they said that's your responsibility in a box and one?
Oh, I was happy. I love taking on a challenge like that, whether it's a quick guard or a MVP center. That's where you test yourself as a defender, is really being able to get down and guard whoever.
This is your first playoff series win since 2019. With everything that you've gone through over the last 2 seasons personally, and then also what the team has gone through collectively this season, what does it mean for you guys to get it done?
Hopefully it's the start of something great. And for me personally, just all the hard work behind the scenes is paying off. And then as far as the team goes, we're not satisfied, obviously, but it's something we can be proud of, especially from the last 2 years of just being banged up and not having our whole squad together. And now that we're finally nearly whole, it's been such a great time in the playoffs again, and we look forward to the next round.
How useful is it? Gary slips into your 15th roster spot and has, shown that he can be used kind of as a defensive specialist at times. Just how big a tool is that for you guys, even moving forward?
Oh, it's huge. It's incredible to think he hasn't been on an NBA roster for longer, because he's just got such a great feel for the game, and our front office has done an incredible job just plucking out talent where teams might have disregarded a guy, but our system and the confidence we give guys allows them to be themselves. So it was what a find GP was. He is a great player.
This health has been a storyline for this team all season. To get Steph back in the starting lineup, what does that do for you guys? And do you think he'll ever come off the bench again?
I don't think so. And he's our leader, the longest tenured player, our MVP. And without him, life is difficult. So Steph Curry is just one of a kind, and we'll continue to do the spectacular and make it look effortless.
Klay, how much do you how much faith do you have in Steph when he's got the ball in his hands, game on the line? You've seen it for so many years. What is it like to experience that?
Oh, it's I have so much faith, and the whole Dub Nation should. I mean, some of the threes he was making tonight were so incredible, and also getting the rim, making the pocket pass. Steph Curry is a special, special player, and you'll probably never see another player like him again.
Did you guys know that you could get to the rim? There was a point where you were hitting the mid range, and then you just went all the way to the rim.
Yeah, especially since my three ball wasn't falling like I wanted it to. I still think I'm a 3-level scorer, and you got a lot of guys on the team who are like that. So it was just, man, great night.
Klay, when you guys are down 8 going to the fourth quarter, how much of the focus is, hey, let's crank up the defense? That's what's going to get us over this hump.
I think it's just focus in general. I think we just communicated better. Our rotations were sharper. And when our defense is locked in like that, our offense is easy. So it was definitely a big talking point in the huddle, was to play great defense.
Along the lines of who's starting and who's not, what do you think about Looney's selflessness to accept a change?
It's just that's Loon. He is he plays unselfish, he acts unselfish, and he does all the little things to put himself out there and be a great player. So it's crazy to think he's in his 7th year or whatever, but Loon is a factor for us, and he had a great night tonight.
You guys started the small lineup that we've been talking about for sure. The first few games, last 3-4 wasn't as great. What did you think about that starting unit? How do you think that went? And do you think that's the starting lineup going forward?
I think it will depend on matchups, but I thought it went well. I mean, they guarded Jordan so close to his chest tonight, and he was in foul trouble, unfortunately, but still so effective out there. And when he has the ball in his hands, he's so dynamic that he draws a lot of attention and it frees up me, Steph. And same with Andrew, just being able to space the floor out and crash the rim, whether it's a cut or an offensive putback. But that lineup has great versatility, and it will probably be used a lot for the future.
Klay, what do you see in Draymond come playoff time that makes him a different man, a different person on that floor?
I see someone who is probably the most intense player in the NBA, who has one of the biggest hearts in the NBA, and he just makes us go. And Draymond's such a great leader, and he really uplifts everybody on this team as far as their intensity and their effort. So he is integral to what we do.
What's the challenge of going against Nikola Jokic in a series?
I mean, he's a monster in the key. Probably has the best touch in the NBA, and also an incredible passer. I mean, his stat line tonight was nothing short of amazing. And Nikola is just a great player who will be very good for a long time. Nice. I'm out of here. Good stuff. No problem.